Hi there, Pisces. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from Venus Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me. Okay? So in this reading, Pisces, it's going to be a universe system format. We're going to be looking at your energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I am also going to be pulling some advice cards for you by the end of the session, okay? Pisces, your current energy, you have the Two of Swords, you have the Strength card, and you also have the Seven of Pentacles in upright position. I feel that there is a very big, major decision here that you're supposed to be making at this present moment. And I feel that in the present moment, especially throughout Leo season, there's something about you, I'm just going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see what is going to transpire out of all of this. I'm not really going to be making any type of impulsive or any type of hasty decision. When it comes to it, I'm just going to wait and see. What are your challenges here? You have the Two of Cups and you also have the Emperor. You might be dealing with an Aries here, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But I feel that one of the biggest challenges that you have when it comes to this connection has a lot to do with you feeling that you've lost control over the situation. It could be that you lost control about how can you control your emotions better, or you feel that you have no control at all in this connection. Your voice is not being heard. Your needs, your desires, your wants is not being heard. You don't feel as if like you have the same power or you don't have the same control in comparison to the person that you're dealing with. We're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the past, you have the Page of Pentacles and also the Ten of Pentacles. From this person's side, they have the Nine of Swords and they also have the Hermit in upright position. You might also be dealing with a Virgo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but I feel that in the past, this person had a lot of things about them that they were stressing out about. And because of that, they weren't really ready. They weren't really in your energy. Because you have this Page of Pentacles and also the Ten of Pentacles, right? Like you're ready for a long-term commitment. You're ready to be responsible. You're ready to be committed. You're ready to be doing, the stuff that is necessary to be done in order for you to have this Ten of Pentacles moment. But this person had a bit of a difficulties in matching your energy. And again, it has a lot to do with them having a lot of things on their plate in the past. And they feel that they needed to take some moment to heal themselves and sort their life out. Now, in the present moment, I think things are getting better in their life because they have the Wheel of Fortune and also the High Priestess. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius or a fellow Pisces like you are. But I feel that in the present moment, one of the differences between the Hermit and also the Wheel is their planetary ruler, right? The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. The Hermit is ruled by Mercury, Virgo. In the past, they were looking at things from a very microscopic point of view. And I feel that they needed to do that. They needed to be very detailed. They needed to sort little things in their life. Right now, things are taking a turn for them. Now they're starting to look at things from a bigger picture. They're starting to put in a lot more optimism in their life. And it transferred to this connection as well, where this person right now is starting to have this great intuitive download and starting to see like a lot of synchronicities about, well, right now things are actually aligning for me to be in a beautiful relationship with Pisces. Circumstances now are beginning to align. I believe that Pisces and I, we could create something that is big. And I feel it strongly in my bone because I have been receiving all of these intuitive downloads, a lot of these synchronicities. So this person might have seen a lot of angel numbers. You might showed up in their dreams, things like that. Now, in the present moment, you have the Chariot and you also have the Empress in that preposition. I feel that in the present moment, what you guys are going to be after is actually the very thing that is going to make you feel appreciated, desired, the kind of thing that if you receive them is going to bring out the best version of yourself. The Empress is not really like a masculine energy where it goes after something. It needs to take in order for it to give back or multiply. You know what I mean? And I feel that right now you're just seeking for things that are good so that you could multiply it back. Good things. Now, in the future, Ace of Wands and also the Eight of Wands, I feel that in the future, those energy that I mentioned about them earlier is going to translate into actions where they feel like, oh, you know, maybe I should be doing this towards Pisces. Maybe I should be communicating this towards Pisces. Maybe I should be, you know, doing these kind of action towards Pisces. I do feel a heavy action-packed thing coming from them in the future, but we're going to clarify in a moment. But I feel that in the future from your side, although you have a lot of love towards them, although you feel very, very connected towards them, there's something here about you. Okay, I'm going to kind of like keep it at my back burner. But I'm also at the same time excited on what lies out there for me in the future. Okay, let's clarify now, Pisces. Now I want to clarify that Wheel of Fortune from their side. You might be taking with a Cancer here or a Taurus or a Libra as well. Or a Capricorn. Yeah. So this person was dealing with like a lot of personal issues, a lot of personal nightmares that they had to deal with. And again, I feel that in the present moment, they have begun to sort it out. Whatever that is. It could be an addiction. It could be a career problem. It could be a documentations or a legal problem that they were having to face in the past. But now it's starting to, it's as if like now they're able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And because of that, now they're starting to see that, well, maybe something could work out between me and Pisces. Now I could actually invest in my relationship with Pisces more than I did before. Let's clarify the Chariot from your side. Would that actually make you happy? It would. It will. But again, there's something here about you going after the very thing that just makes you happy, because that's all what we wanted, right? Okay, let's clarify the High Priestess from their side. However, there's something here about you not really liking the way that they do things. And it has always been an issue for you. In the past, it makes sense though, because again, I feel that you were much more invested in them more than they were invested in you. Now, this person truly wants to work it out with you here, Pisces, but there's something here about you not liking the way that they want to work it out, or the way that they talk, or the way that they communicate, the way that they do things. Their problem-solving skills isn't something that you appreciate, because that's not exactly how you want it and what you want it to happen. This person in this present moment is having a bit of a doubt, or is having a bit of an assumption about whether or not your dislike of their actions, of trying to do things towards this connection, is influenced by a third-party situation. So it could literally mean that they are assuming you have someone else, or is it your family or your friends that is influencing your behavior? Because in their mind, Pisces would never have done this. Pisces would never do this. So this could only mean that there is another party that is influencing Pisces behavior. Let's clarify the future. I want to clarify the Ace of Wands. Oh, it's kind of like similar with Aquarius reading, yeah? You might be dealing with an Aquarius as well here. But it's more so about them thinking that if things were to be all right between you and them, things are going to go back to how it was. But how it was isn't exactly the destination that you would like to go to. Because you didn't like how it was, right? You didn't like it. What you want, but I'm kind of like quite confused here, Pisces, because what you want has always been consistent. In the past, you wanted the Ten of Pentacles. In the future, in the present moment, you want the Ten of Pentacles as well. But I feel that in the past, although you wanted the Ten of Pentacles, you settled for less. And that's why they're like, no, I don't want what you want. I want what we had. I want what was. And they're thinking that they could actually get that what was back. Am I making any sense? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like they want how it was in the past. Not how you want it. Not how you've always wanted it to be. I feel that because in the past you were settling, you allow it to happen. So they thought that, well, maybe now Pisces is going to allow it to happen again. Okay, let's grab for the Six of Cups from your side. Yeah. How much is enough, Pisces? That's a real question coming from me. How much is enough? Because I feel that this cycle has been going on and on and on and on for forever. You keep going back, maybe because of the belief or the hopes or expectations that you've had, and it has always been shattered. The Tower has already happened, hasn't it? What you believed, what you wanted, your hopes and dreams about this connection. It has been shattered over and over again. So how much is enough? How much of a Tower moment do you need? I'm not trying to be harsh here, but I'm just trying to reason with you. Alright, let's clarify the Eight of Wands. With the Six of Cups right here, I feel that it's kind of like the love that you always known. A love where you're always suffering from a confirmation bias, where there are things that you'd like to believe about this person, or there are things that you would like to believe about this connection or the future of this connection versus the reality of things. Being in that confirmation bias, or being in between or in the middle of those two opposing reality, and being confused on like which one is the truth, which one is the reality, it seems to me has been the kind of love that you know. And not the kind of love that you deserve. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Go for the Three of Wands in upright position. But you're getting tired. You're getting extremely tired of this cycle. It's a never-ending cycle here. Because it seems as if like they want you, they love you, but they don't want what you want. You know what I mean? So loving them is confusing because for you, you believe that, actually, Anisa, this person loves me. I know genuinely this person loves me. But yet you're miserable. Yet you always question, what are their intentions? What are their motives? What is actually the real truth? What type of reality do I need to deal with? You could love somebody and be incompatible with them, Here you are, Hangman. Okay, I do love them, but yeah, I'm going to see what's going on for me in the future. I do feel that in the future, though, like you are not going to be as into them as much as you were in the past. I feel that you're not going to be willing to let them trample all over your boundaries like you did in the past. But still in the process. Okay, let's pull some advice card for you here, Pisces. Knight of Wands, King of Wands, and also the Queen of Pentacles in upright position. I feel that at this present moment, Pisces, there are some things here that you need to start recognizing within yourself. There's something about you needing to take a good look in the mirror and be like, how much love do I give myself to a point that I am allowing myself to settle for what I deserve? Because the way in which you establish your boundaries is a very pretty telltale signs on how much self-love you're actually giving to you, or how much you're actually respecting yourself. There is a very strong message here from your guides about you needing to let your voice to be heard, at least for once. I understand the need for instant gratification, okay? Knight of Wands has always been associated with dopamine and adrenaline, right? And that kind of like hormones will only be released in a roller coaster-ish type of relationship. I know what I deserve, Anisa, but I don't know why. I can't live without them, or I'm afraid to lose them, or I can't not be in contact with them. Well, that's because you are choosing instant gratification over long-term goals. Your guides here is very specific about you needing to think of it from a very long-term perspective. What do you see for yourself? How much do you value yourself? How much do you respect yourself? What do you want in long-term future? Every time they do an act of disrespect, instead of asking like, oh, do you actually love me? Do you actually care about how I'm going to feel up about this and everything like that? How about you look in the mirror and you be like, whoa, do I deserve this? Did my mom and dad raise me to be a tough man or woman, to be treated like this? Did I really survive, I don't know, years of my life just to be treated like this? Do I really deserve this? Am I being respected in here? Or not? Because oftentimes people would ask those questions, right? Every time they're not being heard, or every time they got hurt in a relationship, they're like, do they love me? Did they think of me? Do they feel that, do they know that what they're doing actually hurts me? Like, why does it matter? You know what I mean? Every time that happens, Look at yourself in the mirror. Do I deserve this? Years of my life I've been okay without this person, and now this person has been in my life for so and so years, and now I'm allowing this person to treat me like this. Go back to you instead of asking questions that you actually know the full answers to it if you only look at that person's action, but you've been in denial over it. Ask yourself, like, do I deserve this? Am I being respected enough? Is my sacrifices being appreciated the way that it should? Am I overextending myself here? Am I selling myself too cheap? Ask those questions to you, hon, love. Really. People often says, oh wow, like if we look at it that way, it means that we're too prideful. We think so highly of yourself. Well, you should think highly of yourself. Haven't you struggled throughout your life? Did you work this hard to be disrespected? To be treated that way? Did your parents work their asses off for you to be treated like that? By someone's daughter or someone's son? Think about it, Pisces, okay? So, I think, I'm sorry for being harsh, guys. I don't know what gets into me. But anyway, I think that is it for my reading for you. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.